Hi.
Um, it's not just the two of us. Kiki is coming, but she is running late.
Kiki is late. It's great.
Kiki's
So
running
now it's
late.
just the B and Maddie show.
Yeah, it is.
Oh boy, what a time!
How
What a
are we,
great time.
everyone? How are we doing?
Hmm.
How's it hanging?
How is it
No, not
hanging?
computer issues this time. She's running late because she's at work. She's doing adult human people things.
Imagine being an adult and having adult responsibilities. Couldn't be me. You
Couldn't
know,
be me.
couldn't be me.
I'm doing good. It's
Uh,
early. But then again,
hmm.
it's always early for me, and I haven't taken my meds yet, so that's probably why.
It's early, but then it's late for me.
What kind of loser
It's
does that? Me, Rustable. Me. So
oh.
feel free to keep sending your questions into the ask box.
Hmm. And if you're not in the Discord yet,
What are you
join the
doing?
Discord. As Maddie quickly, there you go. Maddie was ready. Maddie was so ready on that.
If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. Um,
Exactly.
so we're essentially just gonna like chill out until Kiki gets here, which
Hmm.
might be in like 10 minutes. So, if
Yeah.
anyone has any like really dumb questions that Kiki won't feel sad that she missed out on, please feel free to send them our way. Otherwise, should we just do a little like recap? Not even a recap, just
Honestly,
like our thoughts.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say I can't do the recap without Faye here.
I
God,
know.
Faye does so well with the recaps.
Mm,
It's great. I love Faye's little bit with that. It's great. It's the
it's
energy
so good.
is just it's top tier.
They said they might be
Um.
able to join at 5:30 their time. That's CST.
Oh,
CST
CST.
time right now. Wait, that's not right.
That's time CST. It is currently 5 p.m. CST. So in like
Ooh.
25 minutes or so, we might get a Faye.
Where are
Um,
you from,
yeah.
B? The ultimate question.
Where am I from? I am from somewhere that exists on planet Earth.
Yeah. And the best part is, I can guarantee no one would guess.
No one would guess. No, it's so funny. I say this all the time though, where I am from. People ask me where I'm from. The accent is weird. Um, And my favorite thing I get to say to people now, because the one I would get a lot for some reason where I'm from, people would be like,
Ah,
"Oh, are you
ad
are
breaks
you
in the way.
Australian?" Oh, there's an ad break.
Ad break.
No. Well, if you don't want ads,
If
there's
you
a little
don't want
something called
ads,
Twitch Prime.
subscribe.
Subscribe. Support the show. Uh, yeah. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. People where I'm from think I'm from Australia for some reason. I don't
No
hear
way.
it, but apparently they do. I don't know
No, you
why.
sound very
Um,
American to me. Like when you play
yeah.
Ash and you're like, I'm from Europe, I'm like, are you? Really?
Yeah.
Ah!
Listen, we don't know
Thank you
their
for
dad's
subbing.
backstory, okay?
We
Listen,
don't.
fight me
What
about it.
Ash gives me the vibes of being from a not English speaking country that got taught English by an American. That's what I feel works best for me. That's
Fair
what makes
enough.
sense in my head.
Fair
Because
enough.
that's what I also imagine for Mila, is that non
Mm,
English speaking, but she got taught by Americans.
100%. 100%. I love the complete variation of accents we had. We said Europe and we went cool,
Oh
anything but
yeah.
stereotypical English.
The Riverside fucking transcript thing knows because it will have like 14 different versions of a word for each of our accents, like the
It's
spellings.
so good.
I
It's
have to
so
say, the person's name that goes through the most hardship is definitely Jezebel. Occasionally they
Oh
get it,
really?
but oh my god. There's
But
so
those
many
are the
spellings. I
best
should start
lines
recording
though.
them.
Mm.
It's so
Faye has
fun
come out with
hearing
some
it.
banger lines recently. It's been very good.
So,
Faye has been bringing all the memes, and it's
oh
been a
yeah.
great time.
B. What
Mm.
what did you like last session? What's springing to
Oh
mind?
boy. No one new betrayed me last session, so that was nice, you know? I didn't
This is true.
no, last session I
Poor
really enjoyed. Last
Steve, you
session
left
was our
so
first
far.
session. Last session was our first kind of session to kind of just like open things up to the floor and just go, all right, I've done my thing. You lot go RP, go have fun. I'll
This
sit
is me
here and
with my little
just
popcorn.
yeah, yeah. So no, absolutely. I had a great time last session with just like all the different individual RPs we got to do. I um really enjoyed the opener. Getting to have that moment to like react to everything that happened at the end of episode 3. Um, and then the kind of the different reactions um Ash and Monique, like, and how those interacted with each other and the conversations they had. I loved that. I also love how Mila was involved in that because it's like, hey Mila, if you had a nickel for every time, if you had a drachma for every time, you found Ash crying their eyes out next to a burning blaze because their sibling left them, you'd have two drachma, which isn't a lot, but it's crazy that it's happened
But it
twice.
is
You
enough to
know?
send someone to the underworld
Hmm. Hmm.
to let them
Yeah.
cross the river Styx.
Truly. Is it two? Is it one or two?
Two, one on each eye.
Drachma. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. You're so right.
You're so right.
Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. Well, you know, if we need to go there, now we have to do drachma apparently. Oh boy. Yeah, no, those were definitely some of my favorite moments with those kind of interactions and stuff like that. And then just kind of just the little kind of RPs back and forth with everyone as everyone kind of like figured things out and kind of everyone had their moment to just think about stuff after everything that's happened so far. That was definitely kind of my favorite moments for that. It was nice to just have after we've like done a lot of things in the first 3 sessions, kind of just like bringing the pace down for episode 4 and just like getting some good banter in there. I really enjoyed that episode.
I've
Good fun.
connected the. You haven't connected shit.
I've connected them. The dots have been connected. I want you to
Correct.
know, Manny, that I am watching every now that you're like you every now and then you talk about all the small details you put in this game and like all the like Easter eggs and everything,
What
and
do you
every time I'm
mean?
watching an episode back now, I'm just like, what is what is this? What does this mean? What is this tiny thing right here? Also, as well, not only am I doing that with the VODs, I'm now doing that with your TikToks as well. Because like you posted one like 2 days ago that was just like I love the story of the Trojan horse. Anyway, and I was like, what does that mean, Maddie? What does
The
that mean?
Trojan
It's like
War. I love the
I'm running
Trojan War.
a Greek god campaign right now. It's a great time. I love the Trojan War, the Trojan horse and everything. It's my favorite story. Anyway, I'm like, where's the Trojan horse, Maddie? Where is it? Where is it?
Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy?
I would like to know actually. Uh,
um,
yeah.
yeah, I have many Greek mythology books, and it just so
You
happens
do.
that probably it's just that like the Trojan War is the most popular, which is why I have so many. But
That's
yeah,
fair.
I know an ungodly amount about the Trojan War, but probably more than that, I specifically know so much about the Trojan horse was Kaya, by the way.
Yeah, that's
If
very
we're
true.
being real.
Literally, that's it. It's literally that's it. I mean, yeah, that's straight up it. Like that. Yeah, it was. It was like, hey, stranger who's not part of our quest, come with us to meet a god who's at his weakest he could possibly
Yeah,
be.
you
Nothing bad will
brought the
happen.
Trojan
Whoops.
horse into your
Truly,
walls
truly,
and
we
it
did.
killed all
Yep.
of your soldiers.
To be fair, the Trojan horse was my sister. Okay, listen, all right.
That awkward moment when this Trojan horse is your sister. Lily, Lily. But
uh,
yeah, the thing I
uh,
know the most about specifically is ancient Athens in about
mm,
2000. no, that's such a lie. So around 2000 BCE is where like Greek mythology is like playing out, like if it was like a timeline. But most of the
Mm,
shit I was getting was from like maybe 500 BCE. But
right.
yeah, I know so much about specifically Athens and specifically Sparta because they
Oh, I
went
love
there
that.
in 2000 BC, and I was like, I want them to walk through streets. It
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
was
Dude,
fun.
I want there to be a reason for us to go to Sparta for some reason. That'd be so cool. I don't think
Sparta doesn't
I don't think
exist,
there is.
but
It's fair.
where Sparta was,
Mm.
sure. Actually,
Hell yeah.
I feel like Sparta is now like a small city or town. Like it's maybe named after it, but it's just like the area isn't called that anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
guys are leaving the country next session. Going to Italy.
That's gonna be fun. Well, we'll see. We'll see what Mila and Theo have to say about that. Cause like Mila was like, I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, it's
It's
funny,
like,
isn't
why,
it?
Mila? Is there potential backstory over there? That you want to avoid?
Maybe.
Mm. Yeah. No, we've got some fun stuff planned for that. I'm definitely gonna have a conversation with Mila about that next
Alright,
session because
Kiki.
Ash definitely noticed
It's
the
been 15 minutes. Where is that
resistance.
bitch?
Speaking of Kiki, Kiki, that was your cue. Come on, all right. Can't believe Kiki is late.
Wait, I'm gonna send her a gif of me being impatient.
Kiki's just trying to live their life, and we're just like, well, you know, actually, you should be here.
The law. So unprofessional. True.
So unprofessional, SMH, doing the important job that make the money instead of being here to talk about our make believe ancient Greece game.
Yeah, what the fuck?
So
What's going
unprofessional.
on?
SMH my head, truly. It's my favorite phrase. It's my favorite phrase.
That's so fucking
SMH my
stupid.
head is my favorite phrase.
Oh my god. Sorry, I was thinking about this at work the other day and I was mad that I
Uh-huh.
didn't remember it. Okay. This is so off topic. This is so off topic, alright?
Just, hey guys, we have
Handle me.
ADHD.
Handle me. So, back yonder when we were in that restaurant in Greece and Monique went, "Oh, can I have a Chardonnay?"
Mm-hmm.
And I tried so hard to remember the line and I couldn't remember it in the moment, so I had to drop it. But now I know it, and this reference means so much to me. So, there's an Australian show called Kath and Kim, which is about a
Uh-huh.
mother and a daughter in suburban Sydney. And there is a line where Kim just goes, "Oh, can I have some Chardonnay, Mum?" And and Kath goes, "It's Chardonnay, Kim." And Kim goes, "Oh, Chardonnay, Chardonnay, you pack of shunts."
That's so good. That's amazing. Oh my god.
So
What up,
yeah,
Chelsea?
I just want to remember as soon as she went Chardonnay, it's
Hey,
like Chardonnay,
Chelsea,
Chardonnay, you pack of shunts.
welcome in. You say you're late, it's okay, but like Kiki isn't here yet, so you're not
Yeah.
as late as Kiki. So like, are you really late? You know, this is the pre-show actually, right now.
I
So
like the idea that we could be like, and if you're not watching the after show, are you really watching Dungeons and Demigods? Like
yeah,
fucking
pretty much, pretty
untucked.
much. This is where all the secrets get revealed, guys. Guys, we're gonna reveal the entire plot of the campaign, and you just like will miss it unless you're watching this after
This
show.
is true. This is
Mm-hmm.
true.
Yeah,
I guess we did
I
say
do.
5:30.
I do love that I had that joke prepared. Like that was gonna be my intro line
Oh.
for this past session.
Mm.
Because I was gonna do it for session 3, which would have been so funny in retrospect. Um, but then we all started doing. I can't remember what it was, but we started doing
It
all
was
one
the
that was kind of the
accent
same
thing.
bit. It
But
was,
then
yeah, it was that.
mine was so different because I did the it's Clem Fandango. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm. But we all started doing that, so I was like, I gotta do something like that. I'll save it for next week. Just the bit
What
of
was
just being
mine
like,
this
"Hi,
week?
I'm the person who
Oh,
flew halfway around the world to steal to take a look at Maddie's notes, and now I'm sworn to secrecy." And I'm like, "Now I can't do that one. Now I can't. No, there's no way I could have kept that a secret."
um, my yeah, my one last session was the I killed him. I killed him.
You did. You really did, though. Truly, you truly killed that man. Or maybe you didn't, because he seems like he's not fully dead. Who knows? Listen, I will share with chat what I thought my guess was. My guess, as soon as it was started being described, I was like, "This is Asphodel, right? He's an Asphodel, 100%, right?" Like, cause like the way you were describing it with like the tree and everything, I was like, "This feels like the TV show's version of Asphodel, like with like it being like a forest and like people being like in the trees and stuff like that." I was like, "This feels is Asphodel." Or maybe it is. Maybe you're just throwing me off. Maybe I was right and you're like, "I don't know. I'm not a
Well, what
scientist."
Cersei said was that she thinks whatever you saw is just what Hephaestus is seeing.
Hmm. So Hephaestus thinks he's in Asphodel.
You could.
Yeah,
I don't have a good poker face. I just smile the whole time whenever they tell me anything
truly.
because
No,
I
Maddie's
know
favorite
that
thing
yeah.
to do, instead of having a poker face, Maddie's thing is to double down instead. And you'll just say something offhandedly, be like, "Hey, wouldn't it be crazy if like this thing was a thing?" Maddie just goes, "Why don't you take a point of inspiration for that?" I'm like, "The fuck? What does that mean? What? Huh?" I want you to know. I want you to know the most chaotic thing Maddie has done to me in this campaign so far. Chat is I sent Maddie a voice note about some like head canon that I had right about something that might happen towards the end of the campaign. It was like a 4 minute like voice note because Maddie and I send like 10-minute voice notes to each other just because we're chaotic like that.
Yeah.
And and just send it off. And I'm like, "Oh, it's fine." I wake up in the morning and it's like, "Oh yeah, that sounds cool." Also, have a point of inspiration for something you said in that voice note. I'm like, what do you mean? A random thing that I said in a 4 minute voice note? I'm never gonna work out what that was. So I just randomly got a point of inspiration for something. I don't know what I said, but I said something. So, uh, Kiki is on the way, chat. We have confirmation. Kiki is on the way.
Yeah, Kiki just went, yeah, I accidentally set the announcement half an hour late. I was like, yeah, we
Oh
noticed.
no. Oh no.
So Maddie's
That's
go-to
why
move
I
is
thought
just
it
give you
was
immediate
that
concern.
time.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, pretty much. Maddie is chaotic neutral, truly. It's like I will not take a side. However, chaos. You know? It's great. And I love it so much. And you do so well keeping us on edge all the time. It's great. I love it. It's gonna be a good time.
My 13-year-old cousin just followed me on Instagram and I love little kids on Instagram because
Yeah.
he has like 16 followers and he's following 800 people. I love little kids because do you remember when you used to be like that?
No, no, I do not. I was never like that. I wasn't on Instagram when I was that age.
I wonder who will arrive first, Kiki or Faye. It will be Kiki, but it could
No,
be
I reckon
Faye.
they'll arrive at the same time. Truly. They will join at the
So,
exact same
in
moment.
that case, if Faye's also going to be here, send some Faye themed questions in the thing. We got a smidgen of Faye vibes last session when she quite literally
Mm.
psychologically tortured her friend to get out of saying that she's fine. Not fine.
Yeah, that was such a good moment. That was such a great moment.
Look at this
Truly.
photo of my sister and my dog. He likes to
Yeah.
just sit on her head.
Oh. I love it.
Okay, I can talk about random things that are exciting. So, if people want to
Mm.
wear, I'm going to be at Gen Con this year. So, I'm getting on a plane. I'm going all the way to Gen
Mhm.
Con. I'm going to be there. However, I have been to America once when I was 13. I went to Florida. That's it. We did
I'm
space
so
camp.
sorry.
um, and, but yeah, but basically, me going all the way to America, that long ass flight, going to Indianapolis and leaving, no. So I'm going to New York afterwards, and I'm gonna be in New York with my dear friend Arlo, who is everyone should know. And if you don't know Arlentric, the fuck are you doing? Follow him on TikTok and YouTube. We love Arlo. I think I might still have a command for him. No.
No.
Do I? I do.
No. Oh, you
Fuck yeah.
do. Hey, look at you go.
So you should follow Arlentric. So we're going to New York together, and we booked our accommodation yesterday.
Heck
And
yeah,
now all
that's
of my
awesome.
savings are gone, and I'm so poor. Hi everyone.
Hi.
I made it.
Kiki made it, chat. Round of applause for Kiki. Welcome, Kiki, to the show.
Woo.
Welcome to the stage.
Wow, what is this? Oh,
Oh no.
Maddie and me. Well, chat, Kiki was
Oh,
here, and now
no.
Kiki
Oh, there we
is
go.
gone.
There we go. There we go.
Uh,
You're back. You're back. You're back.
Kiki's back. Kiki's
damn it!
back.
I was trying to get a screenshot of me frozen. It was the funniest fucking thing. Holy shit.
You froze for us. It was
All
great.
right.
It was a good
We're
time.
gonna start. We're gonna start. These people have been very patient.
For real? Oh my god,
Mhm.
you guys are so wonderful.
We've been
Okay.
talking about
I'm just
random
gonna
stuff,
go
and it's
down
been
the
great.
list. I'm just gonna go down the
Mhm.
list.
Okay.
I might. Kiki, you're a little quiet again.
God damn it.
Scream, KK. Yell into your
Ah!
microphone. You see,
Yeah.
that wasn't even that loud. Yeah,
If-
I could tell you were being
Jesus
loud, and you
Christ.
just genuinely were not that loud.
Alright, let me look.
We can hear you, so it's fine. But yeah, you work on that. I'm gonna answer questions.
Kiki, are you in the room with us?
All right. First question.
Oh.
From. Oh, fucking Discord's doing that thing where it doesn't show people's usernames and it like does the like first
Oh.
letter
Oh,
dot
just-
dot dot.
Oh, it's because you're in streamer
turn
mode.
Off, turn off streamer mode.
Oh, how do I do
Yeah.
that?
That does it so that if you accidentally stream
In
your
the
Discord, it
settings.
doesn't dox people.
Oh, that's actually really clever.
Yeah.
Disable. Oh, that makes so much sense. Okay,
Mhm.
a question from Tara Lemons. I love how we're like, so you don't dox people.
Okay, I'm loud.
So anyway, Tara Lemons said, sorry. I'm loving how y'all are reflavoring and tweaking D&D mechanics to fit a Half-Blood style abilities. Will we ever get to take a peek at everyone's character sheets? Maybe after this campaign is finished to avoid spoilers.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
I mean,
That
you
would be
can
very
have
cool.
mine right now. It ain't got nothing on.
Oh no.
I don't have any of Mila's special abilities or anything. The
Yeah.
only thing you'd see is her link.
Well,
Mm.
if people are wondering, just as a general point, how we did it is they are playing D&D characters. Yeah, normal.
Yeah.
Except
Yeah. pretty
probably the main
We're playing
thing that
D&D.
is we asked from the beginning. I was like, do we want to try and be as like canon as possible, or do we want to kind of do? We're playing D&D, but it happens to be Camp Half-Blood themed, and we agree that we wanted to kind of make it a bit more canon. So
Yeah.
in that way, it was kind of that's why you kind of don't notice people playing like really intense spellcasters and it's very like flavor oriented, just because that kind of didn't fit the world. But we will make a lot of things work. For example, when it came to like Tessa playing with a druid and wild shape, we made it that Cersei had taught her that because Cersei turns people into animals. She taught her how to turn herself into an animal. So we make it fit flavor-wise, and you can just get creative with it. But
Yeah.
because I didn't want, say, if I'm running with the Persephone thing, if you were playing a child of Persephone, feeling the intense need to play a druid just so you can have access to druidy things, or I remember Faye was thinking that she would have to so she could have like vine shit, and I was like, no. So essentially you play your D&D class as your base, and then I gave everyone little like racial features which essentially flavored them specifically to their godly parent. So
Yeah.
then anyone could play whatever class they wanted to actually like fit their character at their core, and then just
Mhm.
flavor it to be their godly parent.
Yeah, we're
So,
basically
yeah.
all playing variant humans with then just like custom racial feats, pretty much.
Yeah. So
yeah.
One of Ash's is that they got portent from Divination Wizard.
Because I was gonna play that as a class.
But then I
And he
was
went,
like,
hey
yeah.
bestie, you will die
babe.
in like
Yeah.
5 seconds. You will get squished.
Maybe I will
like,
kill
the
you.
my
little
worry
stronger.
was that like if you try and make a wizard flavored to fit the world, you
That's
would
true,
underpower
yeah.
them so badly because you'd
That's
be like,
very true. as
oh,
well,
so I
yeah.
shouldn't take Fireball because I'm playing
Mhm.
a child of Nemesis and that makes no sense. But now you're playing a wizard that doesn't have Fireball.
Yeah. And honestly, like playing a cleric, I think works really well because someone was saying this in the Discord. I think it was in response to one of the questions that I answered in my chat. But we were talking because Kiki, we were talking about this as well in chat as well. We were talking about how that dynamic works quite well because it kind of being a cleric, it kind of gives that kind of hint towards potentially the relationship Ash has with her mother and stuff like that and
that
that
it is
sort
that
of stuff
kind of.
and
I
it's
like
pretty-
the idea of when you're looking at Kaya and you that you in a way are empowered by your mother, but Kaya empowers herself because that really is what a paladin is.
yeah.
'Cause,
yeah.
like,
the
paladins of
harnessing the power
devotion-
of Nemesis in different ways.
Yeah, paladins of devotion, like people think it's like you're empowered by a god, but no, you're empowering yourself with your utter devotion. They just commit to the bit so hard they get magic powers about it. Like
You're
that's
literally
Truly.
powered by your bond to whatever you're devoted to. Like
you're
Yeah.
powered by
It's
audacity.
insane.
Period.
Truly, Kaya is powered by audacity.
Yeah.
Truly,
Everybody thinks that paladins are
Truly.
like holy or like god-based characters when in
Mhm.
reality clerics are the only thing that have a godly pact. Well, sometimes
Yeah.
warlocks, but like
Paladins seem a lot of
That's it.
paladins have been like flavored around that because people have been like, oh, they got to get the power from somewhere, and it's like, well, this is
Or
just
like holy
Because they
knights.
this
used
is
to be
just
holy.
a paladin. If you're putting it like that, it's just paladins are just clerics with different abilities.
Yeah.
But yeah, clerics are
But then
definitely.
again,
more
you can
the,
have
kind of
melee-based
godly
clerics,
version.
and that's basically what
It's true.
people think paladins are.
It's very
But
true.
anyways,
I realized very quickly that Ash's weakness is definitely their melee. They like I am squish. I do not have good strength, and I have
just
D6
use
weapon.
guiding bolt a bunch.
Yeah. Yeah.
give them your strongest bonk, Ash. You got it. Bonk.
But then I get within touch distance, and I'm like, inflict wounds. It's great.
Period.
It's great.
All right. I was gonna ask this is also from Tower 11s. What mythology style epithets you think your characters would have, but instead it feels right to ask what each of your characters' Space Girl style names would be. This is so
What a
random.
what would be?
Spice Girl style names would be.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Huzzah!
A spice
Huzzah.
Girls
Hark, he cannot wield a
Spice Girls
sword.
style name. So it'd be like something spice would
Yeah.
be okay.
Is this a bad time to like out myself as never really listening to the Spice Girls? Or
Yes,
getting to
get
know
out.
them? Is this a bad time? I'm
Alright,
a
everyone,
99
it's been great having
baby.
Kiki as a guest on the stream. Kiki now has
Bye.
to leave actually. Yeah.
Stop right now.
I mean, I'm
That
not
was a
quite sure for
reference
Ash.
for all the Spice Girls fans in the audience tonight.
I'm not quite sure for Ash, but I feel like for Mila, unlucky spice might want. Just I mean,
Girl
it's pretty
fail
on the
spice.
Okay,
nose,
hold on.
but,
I got
like,
you. I got you. I got you. Ash's trauma spice.
trauma spice. Oh no.
Live, laugh,
Oh
love.
no. That could work. Yeah. You know what? The
What-
two newest Spice Girls.
What
hitting
is
the screen in
everyone's
2024.
favorite? What is everyone's favorite characters from a TTRPG show, including this one, if you like?
Oh, just from like any TTRPG
Yeah.
show? Oh wow.
Critical Role campaign to any of them. Any of them.
Period.
That's
Any
fair.
of the 99.
That's
Any of
fair.
them.
Because I unironically was
I
like,
love them.
okay, who have I thought about the most? and it's definitely, listen, my dirt wizard means so much to me.
Yeah,
I
I
was
know.
literally my
Caleb
first thought that
Widogast,
popped in
the
my head
man
was
that you
Caleb
are.
Widogast.
I think
I do love him.
watching campaign 2 is what made me want to properly play wizards, more so that I was playing a wizard, because I've been playing a wizard for years, but I also did it for a bit, and then watching how creative Liam got with it made me want to do that too, and then that's when I started properly playing wizards.
Yeah.
Liam O'Brien, the man that you are.
I also
It's
absolutely adore Dimension 20. Like, Fig Faith from Fantasy High. Fantastic.
That's very
Fantastic.
fair.
Go ahead.
For me, it's got it definitely one of the ones that definitely up there is Keyleth for sure. I absolutely adore Keyleth.
Keyleth is
I
my favorite
genuinely
Vox
feel
Machina
like
character.
Keyleth
Easily.
inspired, like, because whenever people think of druids now, people think of like the wholesome being frolicking in the woods with the elf ears, and I'm a little druid. When you think about druids are fucking scary. They
They're
are
insane.
shapeshifters
Because
that turn into fucking beasts and
You
rip
know,
shit apart.
You know
That
how
is
in
not
this world...
that is not very cottagecore. I'm sorry, but like,
I genuinely,
but that's what druids
I've
have become.
always flavored them, and I talked about this in my spellcaster video, of druids can literally not even be even slightly understood by any other spellcaster, because there's no why there. The why is that there is no why. And like the fact that druids are so like wise to the point that they just kind of accept shit and are just like they are inhuman, and it's that
Truly
terrifying.
Yeah.
But all that to say, love Kiki.
What's so funny to
Kiki's
me
great.
is... Oh, thank you.
But you know what? I mean, yes, both. Listen.
It's
I
so
love
funny.
Kiki and I love
It's so
Kiki.
funny.
It's great.
It's so funny. The thing is, in fantasy, like in any fantasy campaign, specifically for D&D, what I like to think is like, in our world we say, oh well, look out for the monsters under the bed. The druid is the monster under their bed, quite literally.
Truly.
The most terrifying class.
Okay,
I fucking love druids.
just so we can be like,
great.
while they're not here, what apart from like each other, what player character from our campaign do you love? Who do you want to give a little shout out to? Know that we love all of them.
Truly.
Also, there's 3 of us, so we can hit both, so it's fine.
So we're not allowed to just say all of them, because I do love all of them. Making me pick.
It's okay. Like, I'll do whatever ones you two don't do, and then it's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
No, well, here's the thing. I love everyone. Like, it is that thing of just like, oh, who's your favorite? I don't have a set favorite, at least not so far.
I have favorites for different things. Like, you're all my favorite for a different
100%.
thing.
100%. No, absolutely. That's where I'm at, for sure. Because I'm just like, well, if you're here for like a happy-go-lucky comedic time, I'm like, fucking Jezebel's the best. Like, Faye has been there making all the jokes constantly, and it's
I know it's too
great.
early, but I want to make it now of my Jezebel out of context, like random video.
Yes.
I need it injected into my
Jezebel
bloodstream.
once said.
Every time, Jezebel out of context for 2 minutes straight. Like, that's what I want. And every time I go, like, I want to make it, and I'm like, you're only fucking 4 sessions in. I could just make multiple parts.
Do it, truly.
By the way,
we've had 4 sessions. There's been enough to make a good video already, truly.
Easily. What's my favorite Jezebel quote currently is, probably from the one-shot, is the... I know I haven't really done anything, but have you tried looking up your ass?
It's so good. That one's a great one, and then also I can't wait for the one to come out just because everyone's gonna see us laughing at the most stupid thing ever. I want the promo clip. If we're gonna do like little promo clips of like
the
thing comes out, I want it
I
to be.
I know what it is.
I want it to be the bit where it's like, oh, is it dead yet? No.
Kill yourself. Nah, the bit that I'm using as the clip is the OG beginning of the Spice Girls bit. By the way, guys, the Spice Girls bit originated in the Bee and Faye one shot. And I'm gonna do that clip. You have such beautiful eye. It's a very
You have
good
such
one.
beautiful eye. That's one of my favorites as
Is
well. It's so good.
when
Iconic.
and it's the best clip because it also shows the call to action, so it encapsulates it all, which is when Jezebel's explaining why they need to find the bow, and she's like talking about like how they sneak shit in, and she's like randomly out of nowhere she goes, "Have you ever listened to the Spice Girls?" It's so fucking funny.
Yeah, it's so good.
And we're just like, right as it gets to the first a zig.
It is fantastic.
Anyways,
I think when it comes to like
so good.
favorite characters,
that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, that was the original part of the conversation. I held on to it. Don't worry.
Let's go.
One of us has to get it. I think the two favorites of mine are Ash and then just fucking Monique with how beautifully tragic she is. Like,
Truly, yes.
truly,
That was what I was gonna say.
Rhea
Yeah.
plays her and the fucking roleplay. Rhea is so good at roleplay.
I love Ree so much. I've been wanting to play D&D with Ree for so long. We've been friends for like a long time, but we just have never like crossed paths in terms of finding a game that we're both in. And when Maddie was like, "Hey, here's the cast," I went, "Ree's on this cast. Let's go!"
So,
like,
by the way, how this happened is originally I'd made a like Google form and then posted it to my neutrals, being like, "Whoever wants to do this, go for it." There were so many entries, and just so you guys know, the guests that you guys see are people who put in entries, and then I hated not choosing them, and I was like, "Do you want to come on as a guest spot?" So currently we have 3, including Hannah, 3 organized guests for the entire campaign.
I was only aware of
but
2.
I'm hoping maybe we can have, because basically all of the guests occur before the last act, and then I don't have any guests prepared for the last act because I don't know what's going to happen, so it's kind of hard to organize, but
we're gonna kill the gods.
I don't know about that. Well,
we're gonna not kill the gods.
I want you to know, I sent something. I sent Maddie. I haven't told you about this yet. I sent Kiki the most unhinged shit. Like 2 days ago, I literally we were talking about just campaign related stuff, and I went, "Kiki, I want you to know, there's not much that would drive Ash completely over the edge, and would be because they want to."
Really?
Try and find
I'd
Kaya
like to
and make
take that as a
right.
personal challenge.
However, well, I'm about to give you one of them because I was just however, one of those things that would definitely do it. If Kaya just showed up and fucking killed Mila, that would probably be it.
Yeah.
That would be right, cool. That's yep. It's shit's over now. Yeah. Yeah, that would definitely be it for sure.
And I told B at that moment too, it ends episode 3. Obviously, I already said that Mila was leaving, so she's already at the door, kind of thing. But if I didn't have said that, I was like, no, she gets in the way of the glaive, and just let it fucking ram her through.
Would that have been? That would have been so bad.
So bad.
Just especially for Ash, because it's like Hephaestus is dead, my sister is gone again, and my best friend is bleeding out.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Because when Hannah and I were organizing it, it was kind of basically the reason I gave her an out, aka when she said the phrase so she could just disappear, was mainly so it wouldn't cause a fight because I knew that Kai would kill all of you.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, she's that strong.
So
Fuck.
there was two reasons. One was so that you guys, it was basically so you guys wouldn't, because if she had killed Hephaestus and then turned to you, it would have been combat. We been knew. It was mainly so there wouldn't be a fight, because I wanted to keep, we had planned for it if Kaya got killed, because we didn't know what was going to happen. And also so that you guys wouldn't have Hephaestus's body, mainly because Revivify isn't much of a thing, but I kind of wanted to remove that from the table so you guys wouldn't be intensely
We're also
distracted
level 4,
by it.
So I don't have access to that yet.
Exactly.
But
I didn't want you guys getting obsessed with the idea of revivifying him, and I was like, it is like it's on the table. You guys know it's on the table. You know where he
Yeah.
is, and I wanted it to be more focused on that rather than like
Yes.
traditional D&D.
No, 100%.
So I was like,
100%.
I'm just gonna remove that so you guys can stay alive, and then also, but yeah, it was all very like
Mm-hmm.
bang, bang, bang. Mainly, it was me going, we have to do this, and then immediately run so they don't have time to react and get themselves killed. It was me being like,
Yeah.
get the fuck out.
The revivify thing would have been very interesting. That is something I have thought about though, because that was something, again, going back to like the flavoring of spells and everything. That was something that I thought about for a while with us trying to like make things fit, because that's what we've been trying to do. Like
Mm.
we've been trying to make things like more canon, but also like we've been like, okay, what with
So
us who are
I
playing like
have.
spellcasters and stuff, what can we make things fit?
Okay,
You
B, I'll
know,
tell you
and
this. I know what's going to happen if you revivify someone. Okay?
well, if I revivify someone,
Yeah.
or if us in general.
If you do.
Oh,
Oh
you
no.
specifically.
Yeah.
So you don't know what's going to
I
happen.
have ideas.
But also, I included this in like our original homebrew rules, and this is just like very known. The act of revivification, the act of bringing people back from the underworld, is so intensely looked down upon in Greek mythology to the point that they have about 15 different myths about it of like not bringing people back to life. That if anyone brings anyone back to life, like revivify wise, there will be consequences. Consequences you can face, but there will be consequences, which isn't normal D&D. Like, I remember I think I talked about it once in a TikTok, and people were like, I can't believe you punish your players for using an ability that they have. And I was like,
Yeah.
nah, it's the setting. Like, it was known, the
So,
players knew about it when they were
yeah.
going to do it. And
I'm hoping that if this if
True.
worse comes to worse and I do have to end up revivifying someone, that it being within a minute of them dying might make it a little less bad. Like if it was like resurrection, I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, that's real bad in Greek mythology lore. They've been to the underworld, they've been judged, shit's like done. But it was like,
yeah.
hey, it's been a minute and they're still kind of like not quite out the door yet. Like they're
Yeah.
still kind of just hanging
Revivify,
around.
I would
It's
say,
like, well, hold on.
resurrection
But,
is Thanatos knocking at your door.
Just be like,
Revivify is
hey
a
man,
little
what the
Hey!
fuck?
is a little less
You
bad,
dropped
but there is
this.
still consequences.
Yeah.
All right, we'll
Oh,
move
100%.
on. We've been on discussion for a very
Mhm.
long time. This is funny. I absolutely missed something at some point when it comes to world building. Do campers fully just get dumped into the ocean when someone decides it's time for them to live on Ayaya?
Yep.
Yes. So,
Pretty
fun
much.
fact about this campaign. So, this campaign is a joining of two roleplay type things that I have done in the past, which some people would say is uncreative. Yes, but for me, it's saying that I've technically playtested this before. One is the campaign's arc and story in general is inspired by a campaign I did last year exactly, because I'm getting the memory TikToks of I used to make about the campaign, which is so exciting. Which was the plays were all Greek gods who had been punished to be mortal, and one of my player characters was Hephaestus, who was punished to be mortal for destroying Zeus's lightning bolt. So I really loved that story point. So I went, you're coming home with me. Shout out to my friend Kate, who is incredibly creative and who I steal and rob from constantly. And the other one was, I'm outing myself here, was a lit RPG on Instagram, because I used to do them on Instagram after Wattpad. I was never on Amino or anything. I was too cool. I was on Wattpad doing role plays. That I hosted that was inspired, that was fully this campaign, which was European Demigods. And it was on an island. It wasn't Ayaya. It was an island in general that the gods had made that was hidden, that was like inspired by Ayaya and Calypso's island, which I forget the name of. And it was that same thing where the gods dumped them in the ocean, and it was kind of inspired by the idea of mixing the Camp Half-Blood thing and also the Camp Jupiter thing of how there's like a big test before you can enter, and instead it was like the gods pick up their kids and dump them in the ocean and they have to swim to shore or make it to shore, and that's the test of getting on the island. They're not that far away, by the way, but you will see later on that obviously, thank you. I don't know if I'm going to try and pronounce that.
Ogigia.
Ogigia. They like lots of the same
Ogia,
syllables
in...
in... Anyways.
I don't know. I listened to the audiobook. They say things. I'm like, that must be the pronunciation. And then afterwards, I'm like, that's not
things
it.
are supposed to be pronounced.
No.
Truly.
It was kind of like when I was looking up how to pronounce Ayaya, everyone says it differently. And I ended up going with how Madeline Miller says it because I trust her with my life. Because some people say Ayaya. But yeah, also, yeah, it's an ancient language and it's different people's accents. Goes crazy. I try my best to look up things phonetically before I have to say them, but sometimes I can't and it's bad. I know most of the gods. At least I have that going for me. Anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's true. They get plucked up by their godly parent and dumped into the ocean. So the satyrs don't actually go looking for them. The satyrs are a little bit more like they are in Camp Jupiter. Not so much. They're more like camp counselors who are there and are there to be like helpful. But there are lots of satyrs in the world in general who like live under some other gods maybe, and they really just like hang around. Like if like a demigod child is missing or they can't find them or there's been rumors, then satyrs will go looking for them. And sometimes satyrs come with people on like quests and stuff like that. They're really just here to help, but yeah, they're more so emotional support. So they're not looking for Pan? No. Wouldn't you like to know, Weatherboy? I will say some things have changed. For example, there are some things, elements of like Rick Riordan's world that I forgot about and is now too far along to remember again. The main one being the summer solstice thing. I forgot about that where they get to talk to their parents. So I'm just saying that's not a thing. The gods are a little bit more terrible. They just never talk to their children. Ever. But I think they don't ever talk to them, but I think they like show their presence more in the similar way how like when Monique used to make weapons, Hephaestus would like bless them. Stuff like that. It's more, but they never communicate with them.
Yeah. I also love, because I dropped it last session as like a little lore thing.
I love lore.
I do love things just like, oh yeah, all these kids, they just get dropped in the ocean. You know, these kids who may or may not know how to swim.
Yep.
Ash doesn't. Ash literally would have drowned.
Then again, it's kind of like, it'll be that's in that dangerous moment would be maybe when some of their like godly powers activate and it would usually help them. However, there are some children who would very much struggle getting to shore. Because of... Yeah, you know how Percy couldn't ever go in the sky? Yeah. That goes the other way.
Yeah. Bro, could you imagine just a child of Poseidon just shows up to Ayaya? They just come in on a wave, just like, yes, this is so easy. It's like, all right, you got this on easy mode, motherfucker.
They actually were just surfing on the coast, and then they just like slide it. Oh, what's I didn't.
Oh my god, yes! I need that. I need that at some point now. I need that to be canon. That a child of Poseidon showed up just surfing on.
But I didn't really have time to implement it, and now it's just not a thing anymore. But I think it'll be like a thing of the past. But there was definitely a time where like an entire like a small like warship, like some kind of thing like during World War II. Disappeared into like the fucking Bermuda Triangle and just rocked up on Ayaya like randomly, this like boat of mortals. And because I was thinking about the idea of one of the trainers just being some fucking guy who accidentally made it onto Ayaya, which makes no sense because Cersei has to actively let them in, but also like they could have been like drowning or the ship was sinking and she was like, might as well. Or one of the demigods saved them.
Fine, I'll be nice this time.
But yeah,
Mm.
just like there's some random like soldier that's just chilling in camp. But yeah, maybe it was cute. Fair enough. She has occasionally let ships full of soldiers onto her island because she felt like it, so.
Yeah.
Alright. Do any of the PCs want to be parents eventually?
Oh, that's an interesting question.
Hmm.
Ash doesn't know because Ash hasn't really thought about that. It's something I've kind of established so far. Is Ash hasn't really thought about relationships at all yet.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was I don't know if it was
Sasha's
during the
working on
one
it.
shot or if it was during
It was during the
session
one shot.
I was during the one shot. Man, Manny literally had
Sasha.
the literally had Sasha be like she'd be like, "Hey P, what's Ash's sexuality?" And I was like, "They don't know. They have no idea." It's like Ash is just a weird
I
one. She
like
just
the
doesn't know.
idea that like Ash might not know, but when you work it out, B, let me know because it is canon that Sasha will work it out before you do.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
That's like he has like two powers, and one of them is his gaydar, and the other one is that he shoot arrow.
He shoot arrow and he know when people gay.
Period. Mila?
Yeah.
Kiki? Whatever your name is.
I don't know anymore, honestly. It's kind of in the same boat as like Ash. She doesn't know at the moment. I don't
Because
think
they're
that she's
young.
against the idea, but it's just more of like she has so much more to focus on at the moment than do I want to bring a child into what I'm dealing with.
And also she'd have the whole like, would my unluckiness curse like transfer to them?
Yeah.
Definitely is a worry there because she already feels bad that it affects her friends.
Yeah. Do you know what would have been really cool? So this is so off topic. If one of the PCs was a child of two demigods, and then their powers are kind of a weird mix
Campaign
of,
two.
like...
Campaign
Anyways.
2.
Anyway, I know
Campaign 2, I'll do it.
Is there a fave memory that they constantly think back on?
Favorite memory okay, just think.
What's one of the core memories on your thought island?
Quick,
Inside Out
play
style.
the island. Play the Inside Out music.
Oh.
Yeah, I will say,
I'm
I'm gonna play some music actually.
Wow, that hurt my wrist.
One of the main things I ask you guys as players is what your core memories are, because that's easily one of my... It's quite loud, I'm sorry. It's one of the most important things, I think, when doing character creation, is having a core memory from their backstory. And having that like fully in your head, and that's kind of what helps me create characters.
Yeah. Core memory for Ash is the one that immediately came to mind is one that's pre-camp, actually. It would be while they were still kind of out in the world, which was when they have only ever, put it this way, they have only ever asked Nemesis for something once, and the result of that was meeting Kaya.
Aww.
So I think, yeah, that's the only time I've ever asked them for anything.
That's so fucking cute.
Yeah.
Send me an angel, the nicest one you have. Kaya
Shut the
fucking
fuck up.
crashes.
So funny. Absolutely.
That's basically what happened. Yeah.
Did you see that meme where it was like Astarion in like prison, well, in like Cazador's castle, being like, "Send me an angel, the nicest one you have," and he's praying to all the gods, and then it's just dirge, like.
Yeah.
And then someone was like, to think that Astarion prayed to all the gods, maybe he prayed to Baal one time, and Baal was the only one who listened. And went, "I'm gonna send my son."
Oh, actually, so it would either be that, or it would be the first day they got to camp when Kaya and Ash found out that they had been on the road for a little bit together, and had kind of been acting like siblings, like that was definitely the relationship that was established. So then them getting to the island and then actually finding out they were siblings, I think that's definitely a core memory for Ash. It's just like, we were actually siblings the whole time.
Aw.
Wow.
Matt
Definitely a
for
core memory,
Kiki?
sure.
There was a time when Mila was young, in which it was only once that this happened. Scheduling got fucked up, and it happened that one of her dad's shows ended up being on her birthday, and her dad like had to do the show, but stopped halfway through, ran into the green room with a little cupcake, and then spent like 10 minutes just having a little birthday time with their daughter. And I think that just stays in Mila's
That's
head
so
rent
cute.
fucking free.
That's so cute.
That's so cute. Okay.
Milo's just a little guy and I love them. Truly.
Which god/goddess do your PCs fear the most?
Oh, that's
Okay,
think
and I'm gonna do an
interesting. All
amendment
day.
because it's really obvious. It can't be your own parent. Because that's the
Okay.
obvious answer, right?
So I've been thinking about this all fucking day because I've been looking in the chat too and trying to prep answers. I don't think that Mila's afraid of Taiki. Like, not at all. That's her mom. I think she has a very respectful, respectful distance
Reverence.
for her parents. Yeah, kind of reverence for all of the gods. And aside from the most obvious answer being like Zeus, because that bitch is a fucking scary motherfucker, the second highest god that she is terrified of is actually Ash's mom, Nemesis.
Yeah, goddess of fate.
Because there is no fury like a woman scorned, and she
Truly.
scares her.
Yep. You know what? You're right. Truly.
I'll put in something else that I think a goddess Mila could be scared of is the goddess Styx, the goddess of promises.
She forgets that she's a goddess often.
She is a
Purposefully,
goddess.
on purpose. She doesn't want to think about it.
It's fair enough.
Oh,
For
boy.
Ash?
For Ash, honestly, it might be Poseidon, to be honest. Just with everything related to like the ocean and everything like that, and almost drowning. It's just that thing of just like, he controls that domain and he could kill me at any time. Or not. You know? Once I'm in that domain, I am fucked and there is nowhere to go. I am drowning. There is no sign of land.
What
Yeah,
is your
probably
PC's favorite pet? Or favorite
Pet?
animal?
Aw.
If Mila's isn't lion, it's what was the point? It isn't.
It's not
Joffrey.
lion,
I
I
didn't know my
want-
answer.
Joffrey,
Yo.
legend
I
icon.
think Mila does very much enjoy the company of lions. And she's done that before IAA too. But I think one of her like favorite animals, especially domestic animals, is probably closer to a ferret or a mink. She just thinks they're cute.
Yeah, I think for Ash it would probably be pretty straightforward. It'd probably be cats. Just because like they're cute and adorable, but also they can be very independent and kind of do their own thing because they have to. And I think Ash has kind of found a little bit of like understanding and kind of kinship in the fact that like Ash has kind of over the years had to kind of get used to that as everyone's kind of like distanced themselves. Aside from Mila, as like
Mila and Ash
themselves.
living as roommates. They have a black cat. It's very ironic.
Yes!
is
Oh my
Binks.
god. Naming! Yes! Yes!
Because black cats
Oh, I love it.
are unlucky in some cultures and lucky in others.
You know what? New headcanon. That's it.
Love.
It's like the perfect balance for us.
Truly. Right? Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
I see what you did there.
Do you guys trust Cersei and Chiron separately
Yes.
or together?
Yes.
Yes, in their entirety. Ash has never. See, here's the thing: is that Chiron Ash has never questioned once because Kyron has always been very caring and kind, and as whenever he has been stern, it has been for a reason and it has been for a learning experience, and it's been like, you are in danger and this is why I am being stern with you. Like, that's the only time he would have ever been like that. Plus, they play chess together, okay? You know,
Yeah.
they're besties. And then for Cersei, for Ash has a deep respect for Cersei. It's one of those things where it's like, it's not a fear like Cersei probably would like it to be, and how a lot of people probably like fear Cersei, because it's like, you fucking turn people into fucking animals if you say the wrong thing. That's fucking scary. And for Ash, it's like, no, you just gotta be on her good side, and that doesn't mean like kissing up to her or anything. It's like, just don't step in her way. Like, respect her, have respect. This is at the end of the day, camp is here, yes, but this is her island. She is in control of it, and she controls who is here. Like, you know, it's one of those things. Yeah, just like respect her, and she'll respect you. At least that's the way Ash sees it. So, yeah, definitely has a deep respect. So, I wouldn't say she's afraid of. They're afraid of either of them.
Yeah, I think with Mila, she does trust both of them. She knows Kyron is more likely to sugarcoat things, and she knows that Cersei is very direct, but also very powerful. And I think that while she does trust Cersei, like in entirety, she does have a very healthy fear of Cersei as well, because holy shit, the power!
And that's fair.
Have you seen her eyes? She has hawk eyes. It's cool as shit.
Who would you rather be stuck in a room with, Eros or Thanatos?
Thanatos.
Fuck.
I don't want to be
That's-
stuck in a room with Eros.
Eros, remind me.
He's the god of love and sex.
Oh fuck.
Love, sex, and drugs. Not that last part.
Oh, is this character or player? Because it's different.
Both?
Both are gonna choose Thanatos.
Character Thanatos, because that's like, death is scary, and if I'm in a room with Thanatos, I'm like, cool, this man could vaguely know I exist and just go, yeah, you're dead. It's like, cool. You know, like that's fucking scary. That's just like, whoa, okay. Like that's definitely like, I was like, oh yeah, Poseidon most feared, Thanatos is like number 2, for sure. Like very close behind. Like, if it weren't for what happened to Ash before, it would be number 1. So definitely Thanatos. For me though, Eros is the kind of person to be like, I'm gonna tell you all the things you already know but don't want to admit. Like, no, don't expose me, no. So
I'd want to be in a
me,
room with
it's
Eros, and I would just want him to think I'm cool. I would be like, let's have chats, my guy. Let's talk shit.
Yeah.
Let's kiki in the back room.
You guys say Kiki for party 2?
It's like a drag thing.
Oh no, okay, I was curious because a lot of Islanders say it down here. So
Oh,
I was like,
really?
how did it get to you? How do you know?
If your characters saw themselves from 5 years ago, what would they say?
Oh baby.
Oh fuck.
You see, 5 years ago is still just after our traumas.
I was gonna say it's like we're still
Not at all.
Fuck. It's really sad. It would be, so yeah, this would be, because yeah, for Ash it was 6 years, so it would be a year after. Yeah, would look at them and say, oh, stipulation on this: pre-episode 3 or post-episode 3? Because it would change.
Post.
Post?
To be like, yeah, like now, right now.
You will see them again.
In the most ominous way possible.
Jesus.
No, yeah, it would be like,
Meet
you will
again.
see her again. Things will.
Is We'll Meet Again in their playlist?
We'll meet
It will be in 5
Don't know
seconds.
Don't
Yeah.
know when.
Some sunny day.
I think for Mila, it's just going to be something along the lines of like, keep your friends close. They're going to stick with you from anything. There will be hard times. There are going to be things that aren't so kind. But you just stick to those who you trust and who will stay with you through anything. And you're going to make it out of this.
Nice. Who would you like to
Nice.
see fall from grace?
Fucking Shannon.
Oh,
That bitch.
Period.
Shannon and Cressida can both eat shit.
No, actually, you know what? I want Cressida to lose their bow permanently. I want it to just fucking go missing, just somehow. You know?
You could steal it.
I want. No. See, that wouldn't be that. No, again, going into the revenge side of things here. Okay, they've been a little shit. I want that thing to just break in their hands permanently.
Do you know
That's what
what
I
you
want.
could do? You just
Like
that's your
stealing
goal.
it gives them a way of getting it back.
You
No, I
try,
want that
you
thing to break
rescue,
permanently.
you rescue Hephaestus, and when he becomes a
Let's
god again,
throw
you're
him
like,
out
I
of
need
enough.
one favor.
It's like, you saved my life.
Make
You
me-
can ask for anything. Godhood? No, I just want
Can you just
one
fuck
thing.
over this
And
one bitch for me?
I just whisper in his ear, and he's just like, oh, that's
Weird, but
Okay,
Sure, I can
child
do that-
of
I can do
the
that shit for
goddess
free.
of revenge.
no,
Okay, okay.
truly,
me out.
yes.
Hear me
Mhm.
out. We actually get Cressida the best bow ever. It is literally made by a god, and then we go forth and we tell Hephaestus that she is the only one who cannot wield it.
Oh, like it's a legendary tier
Like
weapon,
it's
and
a
like
legendary
everyone
tier
can
weapon,
use it
and
so
it's-
well, but
He
she
cannot
can't
wield
use it.
the
That's
bow.
so good.
Hawk, she cannot
That
wield
would
the
be
bow.
so good. Oh my god.
Love.
It's like cursed, so she specifically cannot use it. That's so
Her and
good.
her
That
crew
is the
cannot use the bow.
that would
You're
Yearn
literally
for
be
it, bitch.
that would be Ash's perfect revenge, truly.
If your character had a cartoon-style evil/opposite version of themselves, what would their vibe/aesthetic be?
Oh no.
Just say Kaya.
I'm still thinking
Yeah.
of like the early 2000s vibes here. You got the emo black streaks going on. Hair is now straightened. There's no curls. It's
Mhm.
fucking straight. You got the fucking shaggy look or whatever. Red
Mhm.
stripes in it. Not fishnets, but like black clothing that's like almost. It's reminiscent of like fucking prison in my opinion.
Mm.
Chains and just like black sparkling like beads jewel kind of thing going all over and just the like dead eyes all the time.
Yeah. For Ash, I know you said haha, just say Kaya. Honestly, no. Worse. They would be worse. Kaya is uncontrolled rage. Ash would be
controlled rage.
the definition of feminine rage, truly.
Lawful,
they would
like, lawful evil.
like- Yeah, but also as well, because I thought about this, I was like, who out of all of us would be? And that's actually, I'll pose that as a question to you two as well, because this is my thought on it. Who do you think would be the worst as a villain? Like, kind of putting a twist on that question. It's like, who, if someone were
Jezebel.
to be like villain, you think Jezebel would be the worst?
Period.
That's true. I think either for me, I think either
Dionysus
Jezebel or
is
Ash.
terrifying.
This is true.
Jezebel
Like-
is only haha because she wants to be funny.
Period.
Like
Mm-hmm.
the child
Truly.
of madness could
Like-
very
Yeah.
well
That's
has told iDogs to
that's
kill
her
themselves.
making, like,
could
an-
do it to a person.
like Kronos wishes that he could gain the numbers that
Yep.
Jezebel would gain with like
Yep,
a mega
truly.
cult.
And she could get it too.
Yeah. Ash would be, the opposite version of Ash would be terrifying because they would literally be like, I can control fate in any capacity. I'm gonna make everything awful all the time, and it's gonna. Then you can try to fight me, but I will make it so you lose.
Yeah.
Fate, fuck around with fate, and it
Yeah.
will be bad. So yeah, an opposite version of Ash would be truly terrifying.
Yeah.
For real.
Let's
Like-
not make Ash a villain, guys. Let's not do that. That would be really.
Jezebel
really
gives
cool.
the like
They are
the
baby.
villain who's kind of fun but is terrifying, and then Ash gives like the cold, like unknown villain who's like who you never really see, like they're kind of in the background type of thing.
Yeah. The quite literally pulling the strings from the shadows, 100%. And then for me, because I actually thought about this the other day, for Jezebel specifically, Jezebel would be the kind of character as a villain where you would think it would be that thing where you would face them the first time and you would lose, and then you'd wake up like everything's fine, and you'd be like, oh, we didn't die? This is weird. And you would be in your own mind in pure madness constantly with no way out. That would be terrifying. You would be just in your own mind palace forever. It would be terrible. It would be terrifying. Yes, Jezebel would be a terrifying villain.
To me, hi. Are there any dark secrets you can tell us at the moment? Will there be any at a future date? Yeah. And you know what? I'll make my dark secret my answer to this next question. Given that when Helios faded, Apollo took up his duties. If death sticks for Hephaestus, who would pick up his role, if anyone? I am tossing between two people. One is one of the three Cyclopses. I forget their names. One of them. And my second would be Daedalus.
Oh, yes!
Crafter.
Holy shit, that would be cool.
Yeah,
that would be fucking cool.
Just rip that bitch from the underworld and be like, yeah, we need you now.
Yeah, legitimately.
We're gods, we do what we want.
I mean, they've done that. They've turned like heroes who have died into gods before. How long have Ash and Mila been friends? What was their first meeting like?
I know what it was.
He
knows what it was.
Yeah, we have this was kind of mentioned last session, but not explicitly, so I guess I'll put it out there like explicitly for chat. Mila and Ash met on the night Kaya disappeared. So the first time Mila was the first person on scene when the Nemesis cabin burned to the ground. Mila literally rocked up and found the cabin on fire, and Ash, distraught, Kaya nowhere in sight.
Yeah.
That was the first time they met.
And instead of like leaving Ash to go get help, they're like, oh no, this person needs more help than I can provide for the fire, so I'm just going to cradle this person and vaguely gesture other people to try and help.
Strongly similar to what happened last session.
Yup.
History repeats itself.
Why was Mila so sus about Kaya straight off the bat?
So, because of their first meeting and what she knows about Kaya, the first meeting Ash was Ash completely distraught, the cabin on fire, and then from there on kind of taking care of Ash for the past 6 years. The second that we rocked up and realized that it was Kaya, and I've told this to the cast a few times before too, Mila is a very trusting person. Like, she didn't know Kaya before. Mila naturally is a very trusting person. She wants to see the best in people, and she often does just believe that there's naturally good in people. She trusts them to be good. But the second that she laid eyes on Kaya, it was the opposite story. It's, I trust you to hurt Ash again, and I'm not going to let you do that. Because she's been sitting in this fucking house in Greece of all places, just hanging out, doing traps, and her sister has been, her sibling has been mourning her in Iea, like waiting for her to return and all that stuff. And Mila's like, if you actually gave a shit about your sister, you would have came back. That's Mila.
Yeah, no, 100%. It was 100%. That makes so much sense, and I completely see that. It's great because you can see it on stream as well. Like, if you go back and watch that clip, everyone else is like, whoa, this is so crazy, and you're immediately like,
yo,
I'm about to fight a bitch. I'm about to fight a bitch. And it's so good. I love it so much.
What is the worst thing your character wants to do to their enemies?
Let fate take the wheel.
The wheel weaves.
That's-
The wheel weaves as
you know
the
what?
wheel wills. I haven't read Wheel of Time, but my friends say that all the fucking time.
The worst thing Ash wants to do to their enemies? I don't know. See, here's the thing with that question. I wouldn't know. I don't know that because I don't know who Ash considers an enemy. Because Ash doesn't consider Kaya an enemy right now. Still, like, I understand why other characters might, because of what, especially like Monique, would completely understand
Also,
that.
I
But for
think
Ash specifically,
Ash gives me the vibes of they would like fit the punishment to the crime, and it would be very like
yes.
Yeah, I feel like the worst thing that they would do is deliver what they have done directly back to them.
Yeah. No, 100%. The way I think about it, the scene that I can put it to in my mind that would be like how Ash would treat like their enemy or whatever would be that scene. If you guys have seen the Daredevil TV show, it's where he faces up against Fisk and is just like, no, you don't get to like that. You will go back to prison and you will spend the rest of your life in a cage. Like that is like Ash, but like worst would be that.
Where is the justice? If there's any justice.
Come through,
Forgive
Death
them,
Note
it
musical.
says chat.
Yeah, no,
Maybe.
I think because Mila doesn't do enemies very much. Like, she doesn't pick anyone as enemies. There's definitely people who are no longer her friends. But she doesn't do vengeance. That's not her thing. That's not who she is. But she's very much like, you're gonna get yours. Like, the pendulum will swing for you well as it once did me, and it will swing right back twice as hard. So I will be happy to see when that happens to you.
Nice. If you had to cast your character with an actor/actress for a movie or TV series, who would it be?
I don't know.
Oh.
I genuinely don't know. Heterochromia is what makes it hard to cast.
That's true. Actually,
Contacts.
yeah.
Contacts.
Yeah.
Yeah, but sectoral heterochromia, you gotta get specialized fucking contacts.
We have the budget.
we do. We have the budget. We have the budget.
The best way to think about it is think about like who the character is and think who could play that well. So who do you think could play sweet, naive, and flustered? Who's done that in the past?
There's so many that like I just hold on. Let me see something.
And also could deliver a good cry to the camera.
Good cry is necessary.
Fuck. I don't know. Who can play Ash?
I don't know.
Oh, you know what? I don't know if you guys will agree. Bella Ramsey.
Bella Ramsey would be great.
I can agree. I absolutely.
Bella Ramsey is also non-binary as well, so.
Yeah.
True.
I was gonna say,
pretty cool.
Maybe if Ash was a little old. No, I think they could maybe pull it off. Emma Darcy for Ash would also be great.
Oh, maybe. That could also work, yeah. What about Milo?
Who's the woman from Echo? I know she's tough. Actress. She's so cute. Oh, I don't know how to say this name properly. God, she's so talented. Holy shit.
That's my thing. I don't know.
What have they been in?
Oh, she's from Echo. Like, she's literally the main actress in Echo, but she's also a deaf amputee actress. So she can't really do a speaking role because as far as I'm aware, she doesn't have voice training. But honestly, I prefer when they're able to just use sign language anyway. It's so much cooler. Alekwa Cox, I think her name is. She's very pretty. Or the girl that plays Ginny from Ginny and Georgia. She's kind of more of a bitch in that role, but I vibe with that. There's so many people. that I don't know the names of, and I barely know the faces of.
Fair enough.
Because everybody that I think of, I'm like, they're too old.
Hmm.
you
Is
know?
that thing as well where, like, obviously these characters, like, we're not kids in this. We are, like, in our 20s. So, like, it does
Mhm.
open the pool up a little bit more. But, yeah, still, it's
Yeah.
hard to decide.
It makes it very hard.
Hmm.
Do you know who could deliver? Do you know who has done sweet, but then can deliver like a good cry?
Hmm.
Like Jenna Ortega does kind of
I
deliver
just
the
looked at
face
Jenna Ortega.
every single time.
God. That, yeah,
Yeah.
that would be pretty good.
Anyways,
I'm indecisive as fuck and not a casting director.
Fair.
anyways, I'd
Fair.
need more time. Anyways, what
Really
age were your
cannabis.
characters when they were dropped on the island? If it's a spoiler, you don't have to answer.
14.
I think she was between 12 to 13.
Oh yeah, no.
For me,
Yeah.
I don't know.
13 to 14 for me, I think. Around that sort of age.
I don't know if I'd be able to answer this good. Maybe I could leave it
Oh.
to Major. Which tarot card would represent each character at this point in the campaign? I feel like if we
I don't know
did
tarot cards
Major
well enough.
Arcana, I could maybe look.
At this point in the campaign, oh my god. I know what she was before. Like, backstory wise, I would go with the Fool.
I feel like Ash is Justice.
That's a
Oh,
little
really?
on the no. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it's very on the nose, but it feels right. Actually,
Yeah.
Justice or Temperance, maybe.
Well, my brain was looking up Star for Ash, but I also kind of think that
Yeah,
Mila does
Star
fit
would
with
also
Star
be
too.
good.
Yeah.
I don't know tarot cards well enough. I don't know.
You know what? I'm just gonna ask the tarot cards.
Good,
Oh.
good shout. I
You
was
know what?
also gonna
Truly.
say, because there is literally one called Wheel of Fortune, which is very ironic.
Wheel
But
of
I
Fortune.
feel like, I feel like Mila would be one to like kind of switch between like the ones that seem really bad in retrospect, like Death, the Devil, and the Tower. Just getting a lot of that.
No, the tower is bad. The tower is
The
bad.
Tower is always
Don't-
bad. This
Tower
is true.
bad.
But like getting like the devil, like I think even Death with the whole like it all about
Yeah,
being.
Death of the Devil is fine.
Yeah. But I want her to have death
I
and
feel
then
like she might
eventually
be-
get the sun.
Pentacles. She might be something in Pentacles. But that also is very much like to do with fortune or wealth.
Actually, maybe Ash would get the moon.
The moon? What is that?
It's kind of
What does
like
it mean?
illusion and deception and that kind of stuff.
Oh, fuck.
Let me see real quick.
Maybe Mila can be the magician, which is like manifesting and healing.
Manifesting that.
Yeah, Monique could be Empress. I very
would be
much agree
Empress?
with that.
Oh, what does Empress mean? As someone who does
It's
not know
like like feminine power and nurturing and like growth in like kindness almost.
Okay, yeah, no, 100%, absolutely. No, that I completely agree with. That makes sense.
So we were talking about Ash, and one of the cards jumped out of my deck, and so you have been assigned King of Cups, which stands for equilibrium, mindfulness, and humanity. On the flip side, when reversed, it refers to emotional abuse, toxic, or low spirits.
Which way did it land?
It landed sideways, but I'm going to say that it was upward because that's the vibe it was giving me.
Fair. No, 100%.
So-
I agree with that one. That makes sense.
Yeah. Mindfulness is key to making an impact. The King of Cups is able to carry emotions with intention, aptitude, and wit, clearly scoring high on all emotional intelligence tests. He is a master of emotions and is able to apply humanity in its thinking process and his interaction with others. The level of connection he has with people come easily as he is able to relate to different personalities, making him an excellent communicator. The waters are calm even when turbulence is present. He is able to weather the storms and handle hectic situations with finesse and grace. His gift for guidance can heavily influence other people, and he enjoys helping others. The King of Cups is a reflection of you or a man in your life, man. He reminds you to incorporate compassion whatever the circumstances may be. So
I would
think
say
that's semi-fitting.
Theo would be strength.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of about like balancing like ego and intuition.
That's not what I wanted.
Anyways.
Well, I got temperance, so
Oh,
yeah, I got temperance for Mila. It just jumped out.
slow.
Oh.
Oh, this is a good one from Metz just put in. What is the current objective of the group, and does anyone have ulterior motives for this objective? Or even like what Jezebel could be the full correct. Okay. Actually, no. I think that Jezebel has the devil.
Okay, so what's the objective of the party, and does anyone have any ulterior motives?
Or like what
The
is
objective
what
is
is
to get
your
Hephaestus back.
Yeah.
what's your character's objective right now?
So for Ash, the like overall, or like the next thing we should do. I'm guessing it's like
Could be either.
Kind of next thing to do is go and kind of follow the only sort of full lead we have right now, which is going to the scene of the crime, and going to Mount Etna and just getting out of Athens because there's just bad vibes here now, you know. So that's the current like immediate objective. Long-term objective is definitely I mean, it's been what it's always been.
Get your feelings back
To be
together.
honest. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That's rough.
it's put it this way. I love that in episode 2, Chiron was like, "Don't get distracted. Don't. This is that
Episode 3,
I know.
Bam!
I know that you're like.
Fate
I know
will
that this
find
is
a
something that
way.
you've thought about
Fate
it.
will find
Yeah.
a way.
Fate will
Yeah.
find a way, yeah. It's like, I know this is something that you've thought about, and like it's something that you've been thinking about for 6 years, and this is the reason you've been wanting to go on a quest. But remember that the quest itself is the most important thing. And Ash was like, "Yeah, absolutely, no, I get it." And they meant that. They were like, "Yes, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Fate will find a way." And it certainly fucking did. You know. And now to Ash, that's fate going, "Hey, your quest. All the lines have been fulfilled. What now?" And like, I think Ash is definitely in this position right now where it's like, hey, some of y'all might just turn around and go home because like you've technically finished your quest based on what the line said, but I had a secondary objective, and now that is my own. That is my objective.
I'm
now.
going to. I'll Kiki, you answer first, and I'm going to add in another question.
Oh boy.
Okay.
So I do think that like the current objective is, you know, get Hephaestus back.
Mhm.
Kind of just for Mila, it's just like restore balance. This is a very like kind of Nemesis thing to say.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too.
There's a reason
yeah.
that Taiki and Nemesis are sisters,
Mhm.
or considered sisters. So for Mila, it's just kind of restoring balance before things go so far that the pendulum can't swing back.
Yeah.
And I think that she doesn't have any ulterior motives, aside from avoid Italy right now.
Well, I got bad news
Well.
for you.
But I think the end goal for her is just to be able to like not only get back to camp with everyone safely, if that's what they choose, just everyone make this out alive, and I think it's also to be able to go home again because she misses her mortal family and she wants to be able to be with them without worrying too much.
Yeah.
So my secondary question, which I also sent into the group chat because I think everyone needs to think about this. Now that the quest is over, why is your character staying?
Kind of taking my answer and then also kind of because Kiki put it better than I could. That was literally what I was thinking, but did not put into words. Thank you. That is literally like, yeah, it is that thing right now. It's like, it is restoring the balance, quite literally. It's the, hey, Hephaestus is dead, and my sister is on a warpath, fix both of those.
Yeah.
Like, stop her
I
from going on a
do-
warpath and somehow find a way to bring Hephaestus back. And
Yeah.
based on what we saw, it seems like that's possible.
Mm.
So Ash is like, okay,
I do
the
definitely
pendulum has swung one way,
perceive-
gotta bring it back the other.
I perceive Myla and Ash as being two sides of the same coin, which is that they are both
Mhm.
associated with fate, but specifically Nemesis's fate is all about restoring balance. And
Yes.
with that comes like divine retribution, the idea of getting back and restoring. Meanwhile, Taiki is about the random acts of fate that have no
Yes.
pattern. So really, and
Yeah.
aren't about restoring anything. They're really just about like the absolute chaos of life. So I would say like
Yeah.
where Nemesis is lawful, Taiki is chaotic, but they are both
Yes, correct.
the same
Yeah.
thing. Lawful
Yeah.
fate, chaotic fate.
The way I kind of see it, like in the same way, like I feel like they both have that kind of like, it has to be leveled out. Like things have to things have to balance out essentially. But with Nemesis, it's very like chronological. It's neat and tidy. And then Taiki's like, I don't know what a timeline is. Here,
Yeah,
here.
100%.
This will probably make sense in 3 years. It just kind of goes with
Yeah.
it. So
For Taiki, it's that thing. Like the way I was gonna put it is like, oh yeah. So for Nemesis, it's a thing of like fate and balance. For Taiki, it's what I would consider like karma. So it's that thing of like luck and stuff like that. And then it's like,
And
oh,
it's-
like good karma and like, you know, oh,
it's very
good luck
subtle
happening. But then it's
things.
like, haha, bad things are gonna come back to get you, which is
Mhm.
probably what Milo's dealing with right now. I don't know, because backstory stuff, but it's like Ash definitely has probably said this to Milo at some point as well. It's just like, this is all like, it's gonna go back the other way at some point. Like, you can't be unlucky forever. This is all to build up for when you really need your luck for something. Like, this is all to bounce back the other way.
Yeah.
I think,
Yeah.
yeah. Luck is very like. It's very chaotic, and I think the more you try to understand it, the more you just can't, because it is so random and makes no sense, and is harsh and awful, and like. It's. Yeah, it's just. Luck is whatever is perceived differently by every single person. And I think luck is all of those things.
Luck is random, justice is premeditated. Let
Yep.
it be known.
Yep.
Exactly. Luck is like the chaos of the world, because the world is chaotic.
Truly.
Alrighty.
I cannot answer that question.
How far is your character willing to go to tempt fate or manifest their destiny?
Ooh. How far are they willing to go?
I think Mila's one of those people where it's like 10 feet from the edge, like won't go any closer. But if you asked her years ago, she's walked off the edge already.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's jumped.
Sorry, give me the exact wording of the question again. My brain.
How far is your character willing to go to tempt fate or manifest their destiny? So essentially, to not allow fate to steer the path and try to grab onto the wheel themselves.
I think Ash would go pretty far. I don't think Ash is aware themselves of quite how far they would go yet. And it depends what would cause them to, because if something like truly terrible were to happen that Ash could control, then they would. They absolutely would. And I think it's definitely, again, playing a balancing game of going, hey, fuck around with fate and bad shit will happen.
Yeah.
So Ash has never been the person to be like, adjusting fate all the time, because it's like, that is bad. That is gonna end terribly. That is gonna be not good. Don't do that. So they've kind of, whenever they have adjusted fate, they've been aware that the pendulum will swing back the other way. but
love
depending how
Matt's,
desperate things
if
got, they
Mila
would go
got
pretty
caught in a
far.
fire.
If Milo got caught in a fire, yes, yeah, 100%.
That's how could you do this?
What about Milo?
God, like, for herself, she won't cross that line. For others, literally, like,
She has.
Not-
she
not-
quite
yeah,
literally
she
has.
She has. It's
Mhm.
not everyone in the world now, but it's like anyone who's on the cast, like any of the direct party, or especially Theo or Ash, she's already gone off the cliff. Like she's jumped. She's jumped.
I'm jumping.
I've landed.
What do
Shark.
your
Shark.
what
It's
do
a shark.
your what do your characters think love is?
What is love?
Maybe don't hurt me.
Don't
No
hurt
hurt me. No
No
more.
more.
That's what Ash thinks it is. It's that song specifically. Wait, no, fuck. When does that song come out? Is it out?
Oh, shit. I
It
think
is?
it's
it
already
is.
out.
Yeah, it's like
I
the
think it's like an 80s song.
it's like the
80s
80s.
and 90s.
I think.
My brain's still. Oh, 1993. We're good. Okay.
Never mind.
We're good,
It's
we're
one of those
Okay, yeah,
early
that
90s
song.
I knew it
songs
was
that
like-
Ash
still
thinks
sounds
it's
a
that
little
song
80s.
and nothing else.
I think because you can't really ask Mila what love is because she doesn't really know the difference between her platonic and romantic love as of the moment. But to her, like, pure unfiltered love is just like anytime she thinks back to like any time that like her dad would look at her or smile at her, and just like those small little acts between a parent and child, like that to her is pure unadulterated love.
To Ash, it's
I love my dad.
it's
Fucking
a
love my dad.
willingness to go above and beyond for a person,
Plus ultra.
regardless of just basic, even regardless of reason, even like going against reason to do something for someone and just to go above and beyond. That's to love someone, is to
Yeah.
go past the point of reason.
I'll answer for one of my NPCs because it's a big part of their character, which is Sasha, and he believes that love isn't real, and it's a set of hormones and biological processes used to keep the human race alive,
Yep.
and that it isn't real, and anyone that believes in it is a fucking idiot. Does he love people? Yeah. Because people are like, what about maternal love? And he's like, hormones. What about love between you and a partner? Oh, that's just your biology saying make babies so that we don't die out.
Those are raging hormones, actually.
Yeah. Aphrodite takes issue with that? Well, Sasha takes issue with Aphrodite. Anyways. Grandma, suck it. For me, have the gods secretly intervened in the party's quest so far in order to test or hinder them on their journey? Yes.
What?
I don't
Huh?
think they've picked it up though.
Maddie, Madaloon, Miss Mads. Fuck do you mean?
I don't know. Like I said,
Medusa?
little things happen.
Maddie?
Was it? I'm gonna make a guess, and I don't know if you'll tell me if I'm right or not. It was very interesting that the thing that came after us, when we had our random. Wait, no, that was a random encounter, wasn't it?
Was it?
It was
Oh,
on
maybe
a
it wasn't.
list.
It was on a. They were very specifically storm spirits.
Yeah, that was
I'm wondering if
that was quite
if-
obvious.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
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 I had picked up on that, and I was like,
Anyway,
That's
I
not
got
the one I'm
Taylor's.
thinking of though. The one I'm thinking of is
No.
subtle, but yeah, maybe you'll work it out one day.
What is it, Manny?
Who knows?
Fucking
What is it?
sheep turning
Do
into
you
an actual
trust?
sheep?
Does your character trust themselves?
No.
Trust themselves? Oh, it varies, I think. Trust to do specific things, maybe. Overall, balance between yes and no, maybe. Yeah.
Fair enough.
It would definitely depend on what. Yeah. Yeah, it would definitely yeah, it would have to be more specific of a question for me to answer that
Yeah.
for Ash.
How old were the PC's mortal parent when they had them?
Mila's dad was in their 30s, so
Yeah.
I want to say like 36. That feels like a
Yeah.
safe number. I have older parents. I don't know what a normal parental age is.
Probably
I
like
have older parents too.
Yeah.
yeah, probably like 30s somewhere, I think.
Fair enough.
For Ash's dad.
What is your character's favorite myth?
I like
Favorite
the Odyssey.
myth. The Odyssey? I mean, yeah, the Odyssey's pretty good. The Odyssey is pretty good.
I think she just likes it because, like, despite all the shit that happens, it's fucking Mila's a sucker for love stories. Like, she doesn't give a fuck. She's a sucker for love stories. Odysseus traveled 10 fucking years to get back to his wife.
Technically.
20 technically.
Yeah.
He just kept going to get back to his wife. That is a dedicated man.
I love the idea that it is also Ash's, but every time Ash reads it / Mila like reads it with them, Ash is like, "Can we skip over the part?"
Skip
with
ahead,
the,
skip
with the, huh?
just skip ahead, skip ahead.
skip past the part with the water. Skip past that. Skip past
That's like most of it.
Skip it.
They're
Please,
on a
skip
ship.
skip past Cryptus, please. Fuck. Like that specifically, Ash would be like, "Ah."
It
Yeah.
totally has nothing to do with my current hyperfixation. I don't know what you're talking about.
What facet of life do the PCs not want to go on without?
Wait, where are they on my screen?
What facet of life?
Oh.
Aww. You know what? Yeah.
Cuties.
My bestie.
Best.
Yeah. Truly. No, Ash would be. I've said this before. If either Ash or Kaya die, Ash will be a fundamentally different person. Like
Whoa.
that will what we have seen so far
You
from
would
them
be
getting
different,
like
yeah.
upset and hurt is microscopic in comparison to what
Mhm.
either of them dying would do to Ash. Truly.
Favorite chain restaurant, both above and below table.
Oh man. Well, you know, I love a good McGriddle, you know? Like
I don't think that
Let's
Mila knows many chains, to be honest, because her family
Neither-
was very much like, just go to
neither does
like
Ash.
locally owned. My buddy's
Mhm.
got a business over here. We're going there.
whatever is run on the island, that
Yeah.
whatever the satyrs are cooking up on island, that it's Ash's
Best
favorite
under a
restaurant.
table is a little
the
place
table.
that has the most wonderful tiramisu in the world. But I don't have a name for that place.
Restaurant chain. For me, above table, below table. I don't know. What's my favorite? I mean, not right now, because they support some not so great things. But you know, Macca's has always been a good one, except when they support shitty things. Stop doing that.
Period.
Fucking corporations, am I right?
Truly.
Mine is this one specific chain of rice bowl places in Melbourne. They're not in anywhere except for Melbourne, called Rice Workshop. I think about it every day.
Yeah.
I need it biblically.
There's a fucking chain that I've been to in Orlando, and I don't know if they have any other restaurants, but it's called Susai, and it's basically like build your own poke or sushi bowl, and it's so fucking good. Oh my god.
Also, Sushi Hub. If you're in Australia, if you know, you know. If your character found themselves as a volunteer in the Hunger Games situation, how would they approach the game?
Oh. Cat is flying. Cat has ascended. Sorry, distraction.
Distraction.
Hunger Games, how would they survive? Like, how would they try to survive? Truly, because of Ash's nature, Ash would...
I would
not
think.
use any weapons and would have to alter things so that they would accidentally off themselves. Like all the other contestants trying to kill Ash would like run at them, just like alter fate, you trip and break your neck, or like whatever. Like it would be that sort of thing. It's kind of a situation. It would literally be a pacifist situation. They would win with technically 0 kills if they were to win.
That is actually,
It'd be like,
I
yeah,
will say, the correct
kills.
way to describe Shannon and Cressida is that they are the couriers. Like, that's them
Oh
as, like,
yes,
That
they
makes so much
in
are.
sense.
general.
Yeah, I think Milo would just be like, I'm gonna run from the start, and I'm gonna keep running until I find a wall, and hopefully I can climb a fence or some shit. I'm not winning in a fight.
No, yeah, if it's me, Maddie, I'm taking a swan dive off of that platform before the buzzer goes and blowing myself up. Nope. Absolutely not.
Yeah, Milo's
Or I
very
just
much
try
like,
really
I
hard to
run and
just,
hide.
like, die before the game's even started.
Yeah. I do have to get going.
Yeah, I was gonna
so-
say, I think that's kind of like all of the questions that we have. So,
Amazing.
any last
Perfect
thoughts
timing.
or moments before next session?
I'm excited. Whilst this is something I mentioned to Kiki. Whilst we've said multiple times that Ash and Mila are besties, they've not really had a good moment together yet. So I'm looking forward to potentially doing that in episode 5. Just having a moment for the two of them to
Yeah.
have a chat about the adventures that have happened so
How
far and where
dare
things
I.
might go.
Kiki, Rustwell asks if they
So-
should start Epic.
You absolutely should. Absolutely should.
Mhm.
Listen, if you're neurodivergent and you like musicals and you're here for some bangers, please listen to Epic. There are plenty of playlists that will put them in order. It goes Troy Saga, Cyclops, and then Storm, Cersei, and Underworld. But there are
Kiki
playlists
has
that
been
just
telling
put it
me.
in order. I
Kiki has been
fucking
Is
love
telling me
it
to
it.
listen
called
to
the
Epic all
Ocean
week.
Saga, or did I make that up?
It is the Ocean Saga, you're right.
Oh, I know
call it the
things.
Storm Saga
Look
because
at me
the first
go.
song is Storm.
Ah, that makes sense.
But yeah, ruthlessness is mercy upon ourselves. But yeah, do listen to it. Absolutely fantastic. Jorge Rivera Harris is a asshole and a douche, and he emotionally wrecks my heart. But he's such a fucking fantastic person. Otherwise, he's actually a wonderful person. It's just he likes to rip my heart specifically into. So therefore, I will
Mhm.
be referring to him
Fair
as
enough.
a mean man.
Well, thank you for joining us today, everyone. Oh, I needed to yawn. Okay.
Buddy.
Tell the people where they can find you. B.
Hey everybody, I'm B. You can find me at Bender's D&D on TikTok, Instagram, and now YouTube as well for YouTube Shorts. I'm posting on there. You can find me here every Thursday playing Ash and having a wonderful time. Every Wednesday you can find me over on twitch.tv/Dice and Autism. I play in a 1920s gangster campaign over there. It's a good time. It's good fun. We're about to go into a big war episode next session. It's going to be pretty cool. There's some fun stuff coming up. It's going to be a wonderful time. And we're hopefully going to the Feywild soon as well. That's going to be interesting. My character doesn't understand what other realms are, and they just went to the Shadowfell and don't know how to feel about that. So that's fun. And then every other Sunday, you can find me over on twitch.tv/the Chaos Brigade _D&D. We will not be live. We will be live this week, actually, because it is Monday, my dudes. So yes. So yes,
actually
you will
Tuesday.
this week, I believe.
Oh,
Well,
God,
actually,
Maddie.
you're right. It is actually Tuesday because it's 1 a.m. for me. So
It's
how does
okay.
it feel to be in
Listen,
the
I'm
past?
still in the past, and I say it's Monday, so therefore.
Yeah, you can find me there. Other than that, you can find me doing this on Mondays or Tuesdays or whenever we do it. That's me.
Keke.
Hello, I am Keke. You can find me at Keke Does Stuff all over the internet, or Kiki Do Stuff here on Twitch. We're going to be playing some content warning later, which we started playing yesterday. It's so much fun, holy shit. But yeah, you can catch me here as well Thursdays for Dungeons and Demigods, or Monday/Tuesdays for whatever the fuck this is. Sometimes, occasionally, when I can. I'm perpetually tired. I have bunny ears on my head, and that's all I have to say.
Fair
You have a
enough.
wonderful rest of your day.
Hi, I'm Maddie, aka Madeline. On Wednesday, me and my friend Tom are gonna play Five Nights at Freddy's because I've never played it before, and
Can't
he's
wait for
gonna
that.
psychologically torture me.
I want to host a watch party of just us watching Maddie do it.
Truly,
I
would
want to
if I was not on
apologize for
stream.
everything that I will say during that stream. I'm gonna be
She's gonna
so
call
stressed
Foxy a cunt.
because
I feel like you're gonna get very Australian during that
I
stream.
will
It's gonna
get
be
very
gross.
stressed because I'll be stressed. I hate like suspense and jump scares. It's not gonna be good. And then Dungeons and Demigods on Thursday. Yeah. Please. Oh. Yeah. You guys should become a free member on my Patreon because
Yeah.
soon we will be posting all of the. I don't know how to spell
I'm gonna
Patreon.
start posting the one shot.
No.
Do one shoots.
You misspelled Patreon.
There we go.
Patreon.
And then we'll be posting the exclusive one shots on there soon. I think we're gonna have maybe one of them be free. We're still working it out, and then 2 of them be paid. So yeah, we'll see. But they're gonna be on there. Oh,
Nice.
Demigods. Yeah, I should probably fix that so it's like for other things. Anyways, so yeah, we'll see you there. We're gonna go right into Hummer Summercoon, so hang out. Love you all. Bye.
Bye.